Amanda? Hi, Amanda.
Oh, hi, everybody. Sorry, it's just a little bit echoing still, so I don't hear very well. Yeah, there.
I'm just making some announcements.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, if you speak closer to there, I hear better, so it's good.
But unfortunately, this morning her family just tested positive to COVID. So we're doing what we can, thanks to technology.
Yeah.
She will be presenting tonight for us. Usually the lecture, we open our doors 4:45. Lecture is about to start around 7 and usually goes until 7:30 or so. Here at PESC, I'm not too sure if you guys used to go to any centers in Brazil or even here, but we like to have a bit more interactive night. So if you wish to comment or making questions in the middle of the lecture, go forward. Usually when we are doing online, it's a bit more tricky because of, as you can see, the architecture of the place is echoed too much, so they can barely hear us, even though we try to put a microphone in here. But usually on normal nights when the presenter are here, it's way easier for us to just interact, and feel free to interact, question. There is no right or wrong. You just ask whatever you want. If we know the answer, we're gonna say yes. If we don't know, we say we don't know. Let's go and research, or maybe it's a good point for us to thinking. So there is no right or wrong. We are all here on this journey together to learn and, you know, find a way to peace and healing ourselves. So this is that. I think that's it for us tonight. So yeah, lecture is, you're more than welcome to make questions. After the lecture that usually finish around 7:30, 7:40, we do a final prayer / prayer box when the presenter guides a prayer with everyone. And then we put our energies on the prayer box that's gonna be sitting here in the middle. And then after that, we're gonna have the healing passes that just is here. We usually have a beautiful curtain, but they took to wash and never bring it back. But we're doing whatever we can. But we're gonna let you know when it's your time to go up. Have your healing passes, and then we have the fluidificate water over there. And Carmen will let you know when it's your time to go up and come down. And then after that, we finish. Usually we finish, we start around 7, finish by 8. So it's 1 hour dedicated to us, our energy, our spiritual journey. So welcome to PESC. So can you do initial prayer for us? Okay. So Amanda,
Yeah.
Jackson is gonna do initial prayer, and then I'll let you know for you to start it, okay?
Okay, cool. Is there any way that Jackson can do the prayer close to the microphone?
Yeah. Stand up, man.
Thanks,
Hey,
Primo.
Amanda.
Thanks, my friend. I want to hear your prayer.
Okay, so let's everybody now close your eyes and let's take a deep breath. Try to clean up your thoughts, empty your thoughts. Try to connect to our individual mentors. Let's to be thankful for the opportunity of being here, for the opportunity of sharing this moment of gratitude, and with this energy, let's be thankful to the mentors of the house, Pedro Manuel and his team, for preparing this place for us to be here, to enjoy it. Let's as well be thankful to the owners of the land, recognize them, and be thankful for the protection they are giving us as well. Let's as well be thankful for Amanda, for what she's going to tell us, and ask our mentors and ask Jesus Christ to open our minds, to open our hearts for what's going to be said today, and bring us a little bit of more light, preparation, and make us better as we progress. So be it.
Amen. Okay, so can everybody hear me properly?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right. So I am not too sure if I see everyone. So I just wanted to make sure that I make a note on who is in the meeting tonight. So I see Jackson and Carmen, and there is a lady that I don't know. Okay, yeah, Dai, G, Jackson, Carmen. Sorry, a lady that I don't know. What's your name? Yep.
Iris. My name is Iris.
Iris. Okay, nice to meet you. And you, I know. Oh, yeah. Oh, there is more people here. Oh, hi, everybody. Hello. It's a pity that I could not come tonight to give the lecture in person. But yes, as Dai said, my daughter was, woke up sick and we tested for COVID. So I just thought the best thing was not to go there just in case I am affected as well. I was tested negative with the saliva test, but we never know. So I apologize for that. So tonight we're going to be, well, sorry, let me start from the beginning. So for those who don't know me, my name is Amanda. And, I've been to PESC for a long time, since the beginning of the house. So it's a pleasure to be with everybody. And I hope that today's message can help us to really be aware, and with this awareness we can understand a little bit better things that happen to us, be better people to our brothers and sisters, and obviously understand a little bit more of what the whole divine is all about. So I will share my screen. And then I will just okay, so just let me know when you can see my presentation. It's called Divine Justice. Yeah, okay. So let's start. So today the plan is to talk about divine justice and the perspective on divine justice.
Hi, Amanda.
Yes,
Just
hello.
interrupting you just a little bit. Can you move your microphone just down a little bit? Is it possible?
Yeah, of
Just a
course.
little bit down. Yeah.
So the
Okay.
volume?
Let's try that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was too loud. Okay, no worries. So as I was saying, the plan today is to talk about divine justice. Okay. Oh, hey, Colleen, how are you? And it's to talk about, as I said, divine justice, and then I will expand on the topic, talking a little bit more specifically on the difference between the divine justice and justice of mankind. Then I just wanted to have a little discussion about how we perceive the divine justice in our day-to-day and with our brothers and sisters. And then I would like to expand also in the concept of the justice and evil. And I don't actually particularly enjoy using the evil word, but I didn't really find anything better. So I'll go with evil, but yeah, just making a note, I don't particularly like this word. I think everything is light, it's just the lack of light on evil. So yeah, I just didn't find a better word. And then we're going to talk about the reflection points of the night in terms of forgiveness, letting it go, and goodness. And then for the prayer box, I just thought that we could send some prayers to our brothers and sisters while also doing a little meditation on this forgiveness, letting it go, and goodness. Okay. So, and if you've got any questions, I will just suggest that you do like G, just go into the microphone and ask the question, because I might not hear or see everyone from the screen. So, so I just wanted to start this presentation with the meaning of justice in accordance with the dictionary. And justice is a noun, and it's pretty much the quality of what is in accordance with what is right. Sorry, I'll just way of perceiving, evaluating what is right and fair or fair. Justice can be also the recognition of the merits of someone or something. So clearly, when we think about justice, and as the dictionary meaning, it's really related to the concept of fairness and what is right. But obviously, justice can be a bit subjective, especially when we're talking about the justice of mankind, because sometimes what we perceive as being right today might not be right in another time. So just for you to say that you just, it's something very complex to affirm, because in order to be just, we do need to have all the facts, and we do need to have a very good wisdom to interpret those facts. Not too sure if in our human evolution we are in the level of understanding what is justice, but obviously we are evolving as any universal creature. So we definitely getting to the way to improve on that, and hopefully getting to a more balanced way of how we see justice in the world. So let's talk about the divine justice and the justice of mankind. I just wanted to pretty much establish the difference between both, and this is quite obvious for us, but let's just remember the concept. So justice of mankind is really based on human legislation, and that has been pretty much developed by society throughout the years. And sometimes codes will be outdated and they will receive updates, and sometimes not. So yeah, justice of man. So the legal codes created by man are no way perfect, but it's a good way of our society to organize ourselves, and also to to establish some sort of order into society. So when there is a dispute, it's just pretty much a group of people we specialized in those codes, legal codes, that pretty much analyze the process, judge, and define the penalties to the person who is actually judged. The duration of the sentence and the type of the sentence really depends on different countries, different systems, etc., etc. So it's very fair to say that justice of man is a bit subjective because it's just dependable on so many factors, and also depends a lot on this group of people that is usually taking care of the case, and also the laws applicable at a particular point in time. So, obviously we understand that, our justice is not perfect. We see various cases that sometimes are not sorted, or even some cases that are sorted but are wrongly sorted. So do you guys have any comments about the justice of man and how you feel about it? To be honest with you, my opinion on the matter is that it's something very, it's something very specific, and I would like to believe that the justice of mankind is evolving. But obviously, sometimes I have my doubts with, some examples. But yeah, I think in every society we've got an evolution, and this part of our society is no different. But does anyone have any comments about this? And I can't see anyone because I'm presenting. So just let me know via the microphone if you have. And if you don't have, just say no, so I know that I can move on. Okay, not a problem. Okay, so with the divine justice, that is a little bit different from the justice of man, because the consequences of the actions of the beings will occur. So the consequences of their actions will pretty much occur direct, like naturally, without intermediaries. So what it means that, you know, this justice is perfect, and there is not really way around it. You know, like obviously there are variants to this affirmation, but you know, in a nutshell, it is pretty much it. The divine justice, it's pretty much based on equality, fraternity, and freedom. So equality means that, you know, a fairness between all. And even if our world is not like that, you know, this concept of divine justice is not a concept that we can apply to what happens today. Well, it does happen in today's world, but obviously it's hard to watch some of the facts there. So and also you know, there is that concept of you know, if somebody commits evil or, you know, a not so good action, then, you know, you can't have the same achievements of somebody that is trying to evolve and being a good person. And although, you know, we don't evolve into the same speed, we all have the same right of evolution. So, you know, it's not because my brother or sister is committing something that he shouldn't have. He doesn't have the right to evolve and, you know, and regret mistakes and obviously move on from that. The freedom, it's really, you know, the rights that we have to seek our progress, and that's very related to free will. Okay, so God has conceded this freedom to us, so we can, throughout our own actions, seek our own way, and, you know, and obviously have the fruitification of our acts. Oh, sorry, you know, in accordance with our evolution. Fraternity is something that I really like in this concept, because obviously we understand that you know, we're not perfect, and sometimes we just need to really let it go and not give so much importance to some things that happen to us. Obviously, I'm not referring to everything. It's important that we also understand what our boundaries are, and our boundaries are very important. However, yeah, the law of charity that you know, really promotes the fraternity aspect of this concept is an important tool for our evolution. So the justice, yeah.
Wanda, I think you maybe try to put your microphone on the side, because you're blowing on it, then become like, you know what I mean?
Okay, so
That's-
like, is that better?
Yeah, if you keep it sideways, that'll be great.
Oh, sorry, yeah, it's just sometimes it moves from my head. So is that better?
Yeah, it's better now. Thanks.
Okay, then that's all right. Okay, so in terms of the justice of God, that's a perfect justice, as I was saying before, because it's really based on the reality of all facts, and only God has this power of knowing everything that you know, relate to us from past and future. So just the divine force, the divine universal force is able to have this judgment, and really, yeah, with these concepts in mind, you know, we pretty much open up to the concept of you can only reap what you sow, and in our intimacy, in our privacy, we usually, okay, if we are aware enough, we can understand our actions and the consequence of our actions. And obviously God, with you know, its supreme position, you know, can also, yeah, being able to really, you know, analyze the facts, or you know, things work out in a way that you can understand, you know, some of the consequence of our actions. So you know, this particular concept of receiving what we give, it's pretty much, you know, related to the law of action and reaction. That is also like a physical law, one of the universal's law. So it's very important to really have this in our wisdom. That's, you know, what we plant is what we sow. So the divine law of justice is also based on a type of complex of meritocracy. So it's where you know, you kind of have a merit for the works that you achieve, and it's not that you know, you receive a merit because you're good. It's just because if you plant good seeds, that's what you're going to you know, cultivate. So it's not about, you know, like if you plant then bad seeds, or, you know, like have bad thoughts and things like that, that's pretty much what it's going to be the consequence. And nobody likes the consequences of, you know, bad actions. So, you know, if you're good and if you really live your life with you know, elevated moral principles and actions, you know, the consequences of it and the merit, let's say the merits that you receive, is just a natural thing. So you know, it does have this, as I said, the complex, is a very complex meritocracy system, but it's just due to the universal law of you know, what you plant is what you sow. And you know, it is very important to understand as well in this system, like we do have the freedom and, you know, expression and attitude. Obviously, in this world, we are inserted into different societies. So, you know, there is some sort of limitation to the freedom and expression and attitudes, depending on where you are. But you know, it's in most countries, yeah, you do have that type of freedom to communicate and do what you think it's best for you. And it's important as well to relate the complex variables, because, you know, it's not something simple. You know, our lives are not simple. The whole world is not simple. There is lots of that goes on, and it's not black and white. Okay. So here is just like a little example. So for example, a robbery can be less wrong when it's intended not to starve to death, when it's carried on a futile way. Okay, so there is no excuses. So you know, obviously robbery is robbery. It's no good. But you know, it does, like, I mean, on depending on the motive and the consequences, there are different levels of responsibility, you know, to a particular action. Any questions, or can I go on? Can I go? Okay, no worries. So, you know, it's important to say as well that the divine justice, you know, is just so, you know, benevolent, God, that all of us in some levels, okay, ones more than others, I guess, just due to some circumstances or even due to the way that we live our lives, we do carry the law of God within us in terms of the voice of conscience, or our consciousness. So the more we are aware of our attitudes, the more able we are to listen to that voice inside our conscience, and then obviously prone to the right side of the coin, know what's right, wrong. So you know, just like a little bit of knowledge for everybody, our navel chakra that is located into the belly button. So that's pretty much the center of knowing. You know, it's not obviously just from there that the universal energy talk to us, but yeah, you know, you always know the answer. Sometimes you just need to step back and be in silence and in peace to be able to reach for that answer. Or even pay attention on situations to reach, to be able to see the possibilities, but it is there, it is always there. There is innate idea. There is an innate idea inside us to to help us to act in accordance with the universal laws. Okay, we just really need to be able to be aware and be really paying attention to that voice. Sometimes we can confuse our own pride with that voice, so it's a very need to be careful. Okay, so that's it in regards to my observations in regards to divine justice and justice of man. I guess I wanted just to move to how we perceive divine justice in our day-to-day, because the thing is, with so many facts that happen in our society and even individually with us, sometimes we do feel that things are unfair. I am not too sure about people in the room, but I absolutely have felt and said with my own mouth, oh, that's unfair. But after the emotions come down and you really observe the situation, you can always relate what has happened to you, or almost always. Okay, let's make a parenthesis here, but you can almost relate that fact with a particular origin. It's sometimes for us this difficulty of understanding and accepting the divine justice is because we here in this life, in this mortal body, and sometimes the justice and the evolutionary process can take more than one lifetime to happen. It's firmly believed and spread by the Spiritism and also other religions that a lot of the suffering causes that happen to us in this existence is definitely due to past reincarnations and lifetimes. And so consequences from previous causes are happening now, the same way that future consequences are going to happen due to current causes. So that is pretty much like the main core of the concept of divine justice, and also what I consider a bit of a difficult fact to accept due to our mortality and sometimes not awareness of facts. So I just wanted now 5 minutes really, because I just have more 10 minutes of presentation, and I still wanted to go and do the little meditation and prayer box. But I just wanted to listen to 2 opinions, and I will name somebody. I'll name my primo to just give me his opinion, and then somebody else after primo that you can choose. Primo, I just wanted your opinion in terms of how do you feel about divine justice when a difficult situation happened to you. So just, to give examples, like, for example, if you receive an unfair offense or accusation from somebody, or you disagree with a friend or a family member, or even you see a crime on television that really, impacts you, or a fatal accident that happens to somebody young. So, all those, facts that I've put it in here, sometimes cause discomfort. So how do you actually, I don't know, how do you relate divine justice, especially in your life or in a personal circumstances, I don't know, what is your thoughts on that?
Yeah, no, I think it depends the situation. Divine justice can be yeah, okay. Divine justice can be let's say no, not represented, but presented in different ways. It could, how can I say, divine justice in this situation, an unfair offense, for example. Well, there are these thoughts that we are learning from past mistakes, I would say past lives. That's one of the ways you can think about divine justice, is that certain situation have happened similar where you were the perpetrator of that, have inflicted such suffering someone, and you don't even have any idea of what you're causing. Then when you come in another life or even the same life, something happens with you similar, you are then able to understand by, having the opportunity to suffering that, and then you become better. You become, you get that experience. That experience incorporates into your spirit experiences, and you become more sensitive. You become more sensitive to situations where you inflict pain or anything else from that, like I don't know, it's very hard.
Yeah, no, but I did like what you said about, when you receive an offense, it's an opportunity for you to really, take a step back and, become more sensitive and aware of things that you might actually do and not be really conscious about. I think that's a very good call. And all of us, I'm sure we have done things that we were not even aware about. And there is somebody thinking, oh, why he said that or told, and sometimes you don't even know. So that's why, it's very good to have that awareness. And, the more that we have, I believe personally, that the less we are prone to be the perpetrator. I don't know how to say that. Yeah, perpetrator. And
the one inflicting.
Yeah, that's right. And something important for us that we need to remember in this process, it's always better to receive an offense that actually give an offense, because when you give an offense, it's just, it's just like, if you think about it, I rather receive one that give one, because when you give, and it's like you've got the responsibility there. Although forgiving is also not a very easy job sometimes, but is what we have to do. So thanks, Jax. I liked your opinion. I will just move on, guys, so I don't finish very late, okay? So, and sorry, Louise just opened my door and I will just close. Just give me 2 seconds. Okay, sorry. If she might open again, I just might have to manage that, but we do what we can. Okay, so I just wanted this to move. Okay, let's talk about justice and evil, and I just have 5 minutes to talk about that. But as I said to you guys, I don't really particularly enjoy the evil word, but I didn't really find anything better to use in this presentation, so I'll just use this one. But to me, evil it just is the lack of light. To me, there is no evil, it's just the lack of light, spiritual light sometimes in some beings and in some situations. And in our world, we, even though we are all, subject to the divine justice in earth, is quite frequent that we find evil, just because the nature of man. We are here on a planet of expiations, and therefore, as imperfect beings, we have our vices, and we are the victims, our own vices, our suffering. Most of the time, if it's not something karmic, is definitely to do with our experience and non-awareness of our own imperfections. So, although we do see a lot of evil actions, this is just a consequence of our own evolution in our own society. In this expiation process, this is the chance that we have, and our brothers and sisters to pretty much be aware of those situations that we don't wish to have in our lives, and really look for the good way, the good path that is really throughout life, throughout love, wisdom, intelligence, and power. Okay. Yeah, I think, okay. So I really liked this, and I think we should really have this in our, in our notebook. The first level of progress there. So the one that would not even conceive the idea of evil, progress is already made. The one who this idea appeals but rejects somehow in action and thoughts, there is already a progress that has been achieved. However, the ones who thinks evil and from that thought delights or acts on it, needs a little bit of work and, exposure to light in terms of really, be the evolutionary being that we are supposed to be. So, there are different levels of evil, and it's quite normal that, sorry, I didn't mean to say quite normal, but, it's in our nature, let's say, that sometimes we don't think the most positive things about things, but yeah, it's always good to be aware and get ourselves in that process, okay? So let's just pass it on. Okay, so let's before we start our prayer box and little meditation, I just wanted to really talk about this because I think it's a really important concept for the process of divine justice. So things happen to us, justified or not, and a lot of the things, our reaction is everything. So for us, if it's something that happened to us and it's karmic, I think we actually need to be grateful that we are paying for our karmic debt, and from now on we pretty much clean to start a new future. So when something not so good happens to you, really have in your heart, okay, if this is karmic, I'm grateful that I'm paying for this debt. If it's not, if somebody's being the perpetrator, like our Pimão said, just really try to be on that side of forgiveness, letting it go, because as I really like this from version 25, chapter 5, Matthew: be reconciled as soon as possible with your adversary while you are with him on the way. And look, our evolution process, it's infinite, and today is not going to be the same as yesterday. So while you have the opportunity, please reconcile, say prayers, send good energy. The most important, really try to not to create thoughts or send bad influence throughout our energy to your to the person, because yeah, that's not going to take us anywhere. And sometimes we can take one day, 30 seconds, I don't know, years to forgive somebody, but it's important that we do try to forgive as much as we can, because we are going to make mistakes and we are going to need forgiveness from somebody. Allan Kardec considers that forgiveness and goodness is not only has a moral effect, or has also a material effect, and that goes also with the law of cause and effect that I was talking about before. I absolutely believe in material effect when you are good, and you will have, once you have wisdom and intelligence. So I absolutely agree with Allan Kardec on this statement. When we forgive, we are sowing good seeds in soil of life. So remember, today we forgive, tomorrow we are forgiven. And who doesn't want to be forgiven for something full that we have done in the past? So just take it with you, also, we should not mentally freeze on an offense, on on something that has been done to us. And as I said, really try to contact your higher soul, and yeah, if it's karmic, okay, we are paying for it, not paying, but we are just receiving what we planted. Paying is too harsh. And and if it's not, let's just evolve from the situation and wish well to our brother and sister that was the perpetrator. And yeah, so if today is bad because of yesterday, but we can change tomorrow throughout our actions in the present. Okay. So is there any questions or any observations from the presentation that anyone would like to have?
Ask something, add something. Feel free to do any questions you wish.
I don't, sorry guys, I don't hear it. It's really echoing now.
I'm just asking if they have any questions. Sorry, Amanda.
Okay, thanks, darling. Thank you.
No? That's good. Thank you, Amanda.
Okay, no worries. That's my pleasure.
Going through the prayer box.
Okay, yeah,
Final prayer that Amanda will conduct for us.
yeah, don't
After the
worry.
prayer box, we just would like to ask you guys to remain sitting and quiet so we can keep the vibrations. And then Carmen will let you know when is your time to go up and have your healing passes. After the healing passes, you're more than welcome to go home, or if you want to stay and have a chat with us, you're more than welcome to stay as well. We just ask to you to remain silent until the healing passes are finished, so we can keep the vibrations and concentration of the people that are doing the work. Okay? So Amanda, it's up to you, darling. Thank you.
I test my voice first? So in the meditation, I don't have a lot of buffing and loud voice, because that's not going to be very comfortable. So is this okay?
Yeah, as long as you keep your microphone away of your mouth, because it's kind of, you're blowing a little bit on your mic.
Yeah, no, it's just because of the way it, but I don't know, because I'm trying to keep it away already. So that's not working.
I think I'll put the it's working. Yeah. Just
It
be
is
mindful of that. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I'm really trying to keep it away, but yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
So no, you're fine. No, it's not. It's not.
Here doesn't help as well. So the sound just kind of traveled through all the walls here.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's why I want to try before we start the meditation. So I know.
No, this way is good.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
Okay.
So let me know when the music and lights, everything is on.
It's all good. You can go.
Okay, no worries. Okay, everybody. So what we are going to do now is our prayer box. So, I'm trusting that the prayer box has been filled with the names of the people that we want to bless. And also, you are welcome to have, those people in your minds while we do the meditation. So today the meditation we're going to do, first of all, the blessings to our brothers and sisters, and also to the people that we are going to bless. And then we're just going to do a little bit of cleansing, looking for forgiveness, letting it go, and goodness. Okay. So I would like you to just close your eyes now and breathe in and breathe out 3 times. Really, inhaling the pure air within the center, with the good vibes and good energies of the mentors. And when you exhale, just exhale and visualize a smoke coming out of with your breath. And this smoke will have all the stress and all the worries and all the concerns that you might have accumulated during the day. So just in and out, and again in and out. And then I want you to really focus your thoughts in your heart. And while focusing on your heart, think of somebody that you love very much. Somebody from your family, your kids, or even a friend. And just feel this warm feeling of love and affection for this person. And as you are feeling this warm feeling, I would like you to visualize just in your head the planet Earth. And in this planet Earth, I would like you to place not only the planets, but especially the people that you would like to bless and send good vibes. So in this visualization, the earth is just in front of you, and you will visualize a light, a pink light, a very light pink light coming out of your heart and reaching for the world. So this pink light that is coming out of your heart and reaching for the world will have good vibrations and good qualities. I would like you to send love. I would like you to send forgiveness. I would like you to send hope. I would like you to send faith. I would like you to send wisdom. And I would like you to send joy. And I would like you to send peace. So I will just repeat again in this energy, pink energy coming out of your heart. We are sending love, reconciliation, hope, faith, light, joy, and peace. And now visualize the top of your head, that is your crown chakra, this the source, the entry point of energy, spiritual energy. And in this spiritual energy, I would like you to visualize the white light. So now the pink light becomes a white light coming from your crown. And this white light is divine, it feels good, and it feels very peaceful. In this white light, I want you now to visualize this white light also being sent to earth. So this white light goes to your crown and through you, and directly also the earth is receiving this light. And from the center of the heart of God, and through this white light that's coming through you and through God, we are sending love and joy and happiness and light and hope and healing energy. We sending willingness to do good, and we sending goodwill to all beings that are in earth, especially the ones that we have been asking blessings for. So one more time, from the center of the heart of God, we send love, we send joy, happiness, light, hope, healing energy, willingness to do good, and goodwill. So slowly, I would like you to disconnect from this visualization and just breathe in and breathe out a couple of more times, breathing in the silence and the good vibrations of the ambient. And when you exhale, you know, all the energy that's not so good for you is being expelled via our breathing. And to complete this meditation, let's do a little bit of cleansing in our chakras, really cleansing our energy portals, and also filling them with the energy of forgiveness, letting it go, and goodness, so we can be the God's representatives in this world, the God's children in this world. So I would like you to visualize the liquid divine energy. So it's going to have just a brilliant aspect. So visualize the divine liquid energy coming down from your crown. And this liquid divine energy is traveling over your crown and goes down to your forehead, between your eyebrows, cleansing, purifying any energy of unforgiveness, any energy of not letting it go. All of those thoughts, all of those energies are being cleared out of our energy portals and being transformed, being eliminated throughout this meditation. This divine liquid energy is traveling the crown, the forehead, the between our eyebrows, and goes down to our throat, as the same time goes at the back of our head, cleansing our brain, cleansing our third eye, cleansing all of those higher chakras, and bringing us the clarity, the energy, spiritual energy that we need in order to forgive and let go. We let go about all the concerns, about the facts, all the worries, all this energy that's concentrated in our throat chakra, all of this is being cleansed by this light energy. This liquid divine energy now is traveling down to our solar plexus, so to our belly. So just visualize a light traveling through your belly, cleansing all the emotions, all the negativity, all the anxiety, all the stress, all the jealousy. All those energies are cleansed, eliminated, and purified of our solar plexus chakra. And the liquid divine energy now is traveling to our heart. This brilliant light now, feel it in your heart, cleansing and really increasing the size of our chakra. So we are more open to look into our brothers and sisters with love and with compassion. And this light is cleansing all the heart chakra, back and front, and bringing us that um, really that peace, the inner peace and the serenity that we need in order to let it go. Now this energy is traveling to our basic chakra, so just in our cocks. So this energy is cleansing all the basic chakra and really providing us, a new way of life, new chances, especially in our relationships and in our relationship with Earth. So this liquid divine energy now from the crown to the forehead, to between the eyebrows, back of the head, solar plexus, that our belly, our heart chakra, and our basic chakra in our cocks. Everything has been cleansed, purified, and all the negative energy has been replaced with love, peace, joy, hope, and light. And after this visualization, I just would like you to inhale and exhale, first inhaling and exhaling, really disconnecting now with the visualization and the vibrations that we have just created as this meditation is coming to an end. So just one more time, slowly, just breathe in and breathe out. And, without no hurry, just, open your eyes slowly, really disconnecting now with the energy. Be really grateful for these moments of healing and prayers and blessings that we were able to have with our group. So once everybody is ready, we can open our eyes and we can continue with the works for the night. Being grateful for the house team and our workers for the night and for the possibility of being together. Thank you and amen.
Thank you, Amanda. We're gonna say goodbye to you and for the other people in Zoom. Not sure who's there. If it's Anna, Colleen, and not sure who else is there. So thank you. Bye, and see you in another meeting. Bye.
Thank you, Amanda.
guys.
Thank
No
you.
worries. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Beautiful.
Thank
Yes.
you, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.